Tokyo, a city of 1,000 faces. Is it stillness beneath the neon glow, or chaos dressed in perfect order? A shrine of old souls, or a playground of the future? Real, or just a beautiful illusion? Come with me, let Tokyo whisper its truth. I'm Asakusa and welcome to my channel. Before visiting Tokyo, I expected a super high-tech city where I'd spend days figuring things out. But it was nothing like that. Even train system felt old, noisy, and shaky in a way that made me feel quite uncomfortable. But I must add, despite being the world's largest city, Tokyo is incredibly clean and well organized. We start here at the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building, one of the tallest buildings in the city. From the 45th floor observation deck, you get a stunning panoramic view of Tokyo. At the end of the video, I'll show you a similar view from Tokyo Tower, but this time in daylight. Modern Tokyo is a fascinating mix of old and new, but the city we see today was rebuilt over many years after being almost completely destroyed during World War II. So only faint traces of old Tokyo remain. Not many people know about the terrible firebombing of Tokyo on March 9, 1945, when tens of thousands died and much of the city was burned to ashes. This area is called Ginza. It used to be a place where silver coins were minted, and its name literally means silver place. Today, it's one of Tokyo's most luxurious neighborhoods, full of flagship stores, bright streets, elegant galleries, and multi-floor designer shops. But Tokyo isn't just flashing and new. In quieter parts, old Tokyo still lives on, busy, tight, but full of charm. Yanaka, for example, is one of the few areas that survived the war bombing. Its narrow shopping street, Yanaka Ginza, is filled with old shops and friendly local sellers. It feels more like a small village than part of a huge city. We also visited Ameyoko Market, a lively post-war shopping street. It started by selling leftover American military goods. The name means both American Alley and Candy Alley. Next, we went to Nakamise-dori, one of Tokyo's oldest and busiest shopping streets. Since the 1700s, vendors have sold snacks and souvenirs to visitors walking to Senso-ji Temple. This tradition continues today,
This street is packed with kimonos, masks, Japanese sweets, and tasty street food. At the end of the street stands Senso-ji, Tokyo's oldest Buddhist temple, over 1,300 years old. It's dedicated to Kannon, the goddess of mercy, and draws millions of visitors every year. Between Tokyo's busy neighborhoods, many temples and shrines hide quietly. Senso-ji Temple was founded in 1393 and became the family temple of the Tokugawa shogunate during the Edo period. Many members of the Tokugawa clan, including 6 of the shoguns, are buried in its grounds. Bentendu Temple, originally built in the 17th century on a small island in a calm point inside Ueno Park, was damaged during World War II, but has since been restored and preserved. It's interesting to know that despite all the temples and shrines, Japanese people are more focused on rituals than religion. To them, spirituality means respecting nature, honoring ancestors, and finding harmony. We are on our way to the Imperial Palace, and in the meantime, I'd like to share a few interesting facts about Tokyo with you. Tokyo is one of the world's least green capital cities. In many neighborhoods, even clean and safe ones, you might feel a bit boxed in. Sidewalks are narrow, walls come right up the street, and tangled power lines hang overhead like spider webs. Tokyo's subway is one of the most complicated in the world. Different companies run it, each with separate tickets, and the maps and signs can be more confusing than helpful. If you get lost during rush hour, the crowd might take you somewhere you didn't want to go. And here's something really surprising. In Tokyo, there are almost no public trash cans. After a 1995 sarin gas attack, most bins were removed for safety. Yet, Tokyo is incredibly clean. People just take their trash home and sort it carefully. Finally, we reached the Imperial Palace. Only the East Garden is open to visitors. You might be surprised to learn that Japan is the only country today with an emperor, but he holds no real political power. For over 700 years, since the 12th century, true power was held by the shoguns. Some say Japan's imperial family is the oldest continuous monarchy in the world, over 2,600 years old. Even if parts are myth, it's an amazing tradition. Despite the lack of green spaces for many residents, Tokyo still has its share of peaceful spots. Traditional gardens offer calm and quiet amid the city's noise. Many of these gardens were once the homes of feudal lords or shoguns. Hamari-kyu Garden is special. It's Tokyo's only traditional garden with a direct connection to the sea. The pond's water rises and falls with the tides. And there is a tea house on an island where nobles once hunted ducks. For generations, these quiet gardens have whispered their beauty into the patterns of Japanese kimonos. Unlike many traditional clothes that show the body's shape, the kimono is about modesty and respect. Even the patterns have meaning. Birds and flowers pointing up means celebration, pointing down means mourning. Designs change with seasons, from cherry blossoms in spring to maple leaves in fall. A formal silk kimono can cost thousands of dollars, so most people rent or pass them down through generations. Now let's talk about the soul of Japan, Mount Fuji. On clear days, Tokyo residents can see this sacred mountain from 100 kilometers away. Seeing it clearly is considered lucky. On our way, we stopped at a tea house by Lake Kawaguchi to watch a traditional tea ceremony. Filming wasn't allowed inside, but it was a perfect chance to capture the breathtaking scenery behind the tea house. Fuji is Japan's most important spiritual mountain in both Shinto and Buddhism. For many, climbing it is a spiritual journey, even for elderly people. After that, we headed toward Fuji's 5th station, not just a viewpoint, but the starting point for many hikers hoping to reach the summit. There were other places in our tour plan where we could admire Mount Fuji's beauty from different angles. We had lunch at the 5th station and then visited Oshino Hakai, a beautiful village where the springs are fed by Fuji's melted snow. It takes 20 to 80 years for the water to filter through volcanic rock, leaving it icy, mineral-rich, and pure. Our last stop was Fuji Yoshida, home to one of the most famous views of Mount Fuji. Climb 397 steps in Arakurayama Sengen Park to a spot where a red 5-story pagoda, Mount Fuji, and the city all fit into one stunning picture. You've probably seen it on postcards and posters. Now you know where it's from. We also visited the Tokyo National Museum. Honestly, it wasn't the most exciting museum I've seen, except for 3 highlights not directly related to exhibits. What came to my mind while walking through the museum was that, just like my expectations about Japan's high-tech image weren't fully met, I was also a bit disappointed by its traditional aspects. The items on display didn't seem very special, very old, or very rich in culture. There wasn't even a real samurai outfit. The first interest part, unrelated to the exhibits, was the museum building itself and its surrounding gardens, which had a calm and peaceful atmosphere. Another highlight was the traditional garden behind the museum with 5 old tea houses. As we were leaving, we came across 2 booths, one offering a kind of fortune-telling using bones, and the other focused on interpreting dreams with the help of cushions. And as I promised, now it's time to see the city from the top of Tokyo Tower. But before that, 2 interesting things inside the tower. The staff's morning prayer, which everyone joined with enthusiasm and respect, and these lively children excitedly looking down through the glass floor. Tokyo is a city of quiet wonders, where modern streets rise from the soul of timeless neighborhoods, where harmony glimmers in the noise, and the hush of temples hides in the city's restless corners. In a city where the gods feel distant, ancient rituals continue graceful, steady, unchanged. And somewhere between the old and the new, the sacred and the everyday, Tokyo softly steals your heart.